Kidnapped, walking the scene with you in old flicks from the 90s. So keen, the VHS Club, they're the talk of the town. Breaking it down, spreading nostalgia all around. Moving and grooving to the synth-pop sound. Their inside is so fresh, painting pictures profound. From Pulp Fiction to Clueless, they know it all. The genuine love for movies stands tall. Unfolding memories on that VHS screen, talking about classics like you've never seen. Katie with her charm, Matt with that wit. Together they make the VHS Club legit.
Welcome back to the VHS Club. Happy Pretend Thursday. I'm throwing all the schedule I'm throwing a wrench into the whole schedule. but hey, it's all right.
That's okay.
We're here.
But you did send me a reminder text, thank God.
I did, and I sent all the tater tots an
see you
email.
soon. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Kathy. Kathy is saying, what day is it? I know, yeah. After massive snowstorms and a crazy weekend and all the chaos of January, totally valid question. It's a Wednesday pretending to be a Thursday. But I didn't want to miss a week because we had such a good lineup of movies. So I'm excited. It's not Thursday yet. Yeah. No one think tomorrow is Friday. I'm sorry for everyone that's hanging out. It's not quite Thursday yet. Oh my gosh. Well, let us preface this one by saying that I knew when I picked Mrs. Doubtfire, I think it was me that picked Mrs. Doubtfire, that it would be controversial. I knew that Nat had feelings about it. So we're going to let Nat have her feelings. She'll be voice of
I
the people.
rewatched this a couple years ago when we were all in lockdown, and I was shocked and horrified that it does not translate the way it did when I was
Hits different as
kid.
an adult.
Very different. I'm like, anyways, so I rewatched it and had a bunch of feelings, and then I'm like, is it just me? He does commit a couple of felonies, but like stalking and fraud. Yeah, and I looked it up and it's like, no, the internet pretty much 100% agrees that this movie is hugely problematic, but disguised as funny. It does have very funny moments.
So let's dive in. I'm gonna have different feels. You can ride on whatever train you want to ride. You can be on Katie feeling train. Okay. You could be on Nat feeling train. You could be somewhere in between. Yeah. But normally we agree on just about everything on the show. So I'm actually kind of excited to have a different opinion with you tonight. I'm here for it. Oh, so
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Classic 90s movie. Go for it, Nat.
Yes. About a couple who gets a divorce, and the husband does not have custody or access to his kids for 90 days only, while he is generously given the opportunity to get his shit together so he has a safe and healthy environment to spend more time with his kids. He doesn't do that. He disguises himself as a nanny and infiltrates himself back into his former family. It's funny, and Robin Williams is hilarious, and that's it. That's all I got. I'm like, my brain is shutting down.
That's it
He's
for
a
Nat.
narcissist.
That's it for Nat. All right, here's how I would describe this one.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I have not watched this since I was a kid.
Justice for Stu.
Justice, yeah, I will say justice for Stu. Our new t-shirts. But so I haven't seen this since I was a kid. And I have had fond memories of this movie. Like this was a classic
same.
childhood movie for me. I watched it tonight for like literally right before we jumped on with Scarlett, so my 11-year-old. I agree with everything that you just said. I will not disagree with any of that. I like people who believe that he is awful in this movie. I am with you, but I will.
It's not that he's awful. It's just that he doesn't know how to handle himself when he's not the main character. Like he doesn't put people first.
Okay, so go with me a little bit on this journey, because here is what I noticed, and I knew that you would have this opinion, so I tried to be like devil's advocate in my watch of it, and also like asked Scarlett leading questions to get her perspective, just so we were well rounded. So the one thing that I will say is that like clearly it is a bad failed relationship from the start. She is carrying all of the weight of the relationship. She is carrying all of the weight of the family. She is carrying all of the financial weight. She's married to a voice actor, creative, off the wall, funny, crazy person. That would not be easy to any extent. And they talk about this a lot later in the movie. The one thing that I don't think I really, really fully appreciated the first time I watched it, and it hit me this time, is like he's a shitty partner. He doesn't understand like what he's done wrong. He doesn't really like get it, and he doesn't realize like how much weight is on her. So 100% he's a shitty partner. He's a phenomenal dad. He's like at a time where in the 90s treated fathers and divorce very differently. This movie doesn't. Like every single thing that he says is like he just like wants to be with his kids. He wants to be present for his kids. Like he's a stereotype in that he's like the fun dad while she's stuck being the stick in the mud mom, which is definitely a stereotype and something families go through. But what I really like, what hit me about him, about the character in this movie, is that it like he is put in a very difficult position. Not saying that that's not reasonable for him to put in, but like he gave up his job. He quit his job before he knew he was going to be going through a divorce for the right reasons. He was being put into this position where he was going to be doing voice acting for a character that was like promoting smoking, and he pushes back and he does like the noble, correct thing. He's like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't stand for that. So he quits his job, believing that he has, like, even though it's not great, like believing that he has a partner and someone to be there for. And then justifiably, he's an asshole and he makes things worse. She blows up and they get divorced. But so that moment of the court scene, I did feel bad for him, because the judge specifically says, in cases like this, we normally would just give it over to the mother, which I immediately think is unfair because there are some bad mothers out there. Then he counters it and says, but we know you're a good father. And then he's like, so we're not going to give you, like, I feel like that the 90-day decision is somewhat, even though it's like, it's somewhat unfair, because he
time
literally,
for him to prove that he can get stability.
He's had literally everything ripped away from him before he gets the divorce. Like, so I feel like they could have given, like, there could have been a little bit of mercy in the, like he was without, it wasn't like he was without a job already, and now he has no place, and he's not the breadwinner. So like they could have given him 50-50 and let him come over to see the kids at her house. Like they could have found like some kind of what he was getting a job.
Is that safe for her and like the kids? She's
not home, and he's never been proven to be a bad father, and she's not claiming he's unsafe for like that part kind of bugged me, even though I understood it. And then the part
so generous.
And then the part where she walks in later actually really bugged me, because like already he's already in a position of being super defensive. she's right.
Yeah.
I stand by the fact that she's right. But like, he's already in a position of being really, really defensive. He's found an apartment and he's almost immediately gotten a job. Like, he's solved the problems. He literally is in the state of unpacking. So there's boxes everywhere, and he's got takeout for the kids because he doesn't know how to cook, and he's literally moving into a new place. And
he's also spending the whole time shit talking her.
Yeah, but
to the point where the 5-year-old is like,
she does.
Hey,
too,
can
though.
you not do that?
She does too, and but
yeah.
the part that bugged me was that like she shows up an hour late with the kids, and then she picks them up an hour early. So like they're both shit talking, but like that. I felt bad for him in that, like, it made me feel like, not that what he does is justified. I think what he does is obviously crazy. The premise of this movie is psychotic. but I did feel for him predominantly because Robin Williams is just such a phenomenal actor. And the way that they wrote this character, you do like, at no point is he an asshole dad. Like, he's an asshole husband, but he's not an asshole dad. So like, I feel like
he's not a very present husband.
Could have been made which then obviously there would be no movie. But that was my big, in defense of it, like, that's my sort of flip side to it. I think he says horrible things about her. I think she says horrible things about him. I think Stu is incredible. But either,
it's like, even while he's being Mrs. Doubtfire, who's a godsend and a lifesaver to them,
an asshole. Like, he's trying to win her back, and he's trying to be angry,
sabotaging her now healthy relationship. And like, and doing it in front of the kids also. And even at the beginning, so before he quits his job, he's like not following the script, and he's ad-libbing, and he's wasting everybody's time and money.
And he's like,
and
don't tell mom we're doing a party. Like, he's childish. I
mean, it's I think it's because as an adult I could see that there's some like serious personality issues, like narcissistic disorder type issues, because he doesn't get it at all. And it's like that classic, like, either narcissist or abuser, not necessarily physically, but like in that kind of relationship where the guy's like, I didn't see the divorce coming at all. It's like, it's not like she didn't tell you. You know, like, it's not like there weren't signs, and there weren't discussions, and there weren't arguments, and there weren't, you know, like, because he even said, oh, we could do that therapy thing that you wanted to do. She's like, it's too fucking late. Which, like, and that's crazy. And then the whole, like, oh, I'm going to win her back because she's just, you know, she's just being emotional, needs to calm down, and then I'll get her back. Like, that's fucked up on a deep level.
Like,
that aside,
although realistic, like, as sad as that is,
if
like,
it was real life,
those feelings are the feelings in this, and the responses in this, I feel like, are very realistic, even though they are stereotypes of each other. Like, both characters are stereotypes. And then again, what I do like about this movie, other than Robin, like, I love Mrs. Doubtfire as a character. I love this is like peak Robin Williams for me. And then I do like
the face mask scene is hilarious, and I love his brother too.
His
He's
brother
fantastic.
Is fabulous. The uncle and the aunt, I like, is great. What I do like though and then we can dive in all the fun of this movie. But what I do like about kind of how this movie deals with divorce, I do like that it becomes more and more clear to Robin Williams and to Mrs. Doubtfire, like, what happened and why, and that it's done. Like, I do like that the movie doesn't get them back together. I do like that the movie, like, he like has this moment where like it's very clear how badly he's hurt her, and he says this kind of thing, which again I feel like is believable of a character, where he's just like, or believable of a person, where he's like why didn't you tell him? But then you hear her like talking, and you can see that he's just like, ah, shit. And then he just didn't hear it. He just never heard it, right? He just he just never heard it all the way through, and he was in his own world and whatever else. But I do like that it goes full circle back to the end, where like in the end they make decisions that are best for the kids, and they know that they're better off apart. And I love that Mrs. Doubtfire echoes that at the very end in the letter that she gets from the kid, that like, this doesn't mean that you're not part of a family. This doesn't mean that you're not loved. Like I feel like the full circle of that is really amidst the chaos and the
Yeah.
inappropriate and the yes, this is
I mean,
this watches
he's
hard as
very
an adult,
lucky. He's
yeah.
very lucky that his wife is
Changes
a
her mind,
total pushover.
Well, she does what's best for the kids.
Or
she does what's best for the kids. She puts
does
the
what's
kids
best
above
for the kids.
Yeah.
She does. But like, if this happened to you in real life or to me in real life, we would call the police. Like,
I don't know what I hope I never
would call the
obviously.
police for you. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I would save you because I would feel that you're in imminent danger. Like, because that's insane.
I do think it's like, again, I
Ugh.
like that this movie, in the end, the characters do what's
Yeah,
best for
I
the
do.
kids. I hope that I would make that
Yes.
decision. Like,
Well,
even
yeah,
though
of
he
course.
was crazy and wrong, and he definitely gaslights her, and he does every conceivable illegal crazy thing, like
Like,
he's still
it's-
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
to
Like,
deprive their children, these children, of their father when he is not a bad father. Like I just that's just a really hard decision to make. I like it.
it's healthy in the moment for the kids are having a hard time and struggling, right? So they make the decision, or Sally Fields honestly makes the decision to allow him back into their lives, even though the court's like,
Yeah.
you should not be allowed in
Yeah.
their lives. And she does that for the kids, which is great. And you could see that they're happy at the end. But I'm like, when they grow up and realize what he did, that's the part of the story we don't get. Because it's completely nuts.
Yeah.
But that aside, the character Mrs. Doubtfire that he comes up with is hilarious.
It's phenomenal. I
Yeah.
have to say, so I agree with Josh here. The cast of this movie is phenomenal. And Kathy is there with you, Nat. She says, great cast, but if you've ever been in a relationship with someone who hasn't grown up yet, you'll be triggered. Yes, because it does.
Correct.
It does this. But it does this brilliantly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're again, like you're absolutely correct. But even in the small moments, like even in the moment where, like, even in the moment of the party before the chaos that is Mrs. Doubtfire, and even in the moment where she is telling Mrs. Doubtfire like why she left her husband, like again, entirely right, Kathy. Like if you've ever been in a relationship where you're carrying the weight of everything and you're with someone who's like the creative free spirit, like that's very triggering, right? Where you're like, no, I just need someone to like be there for me and be an equal partner. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But
no, it's hard. And a lot of relationships were like that, especially when this movie came out. Like
still, there are a ton of relationships that are still like this. Yeah.
The whole like gender stereotyping of our patriarchal society is like makes that kind of power imbalance in the relationship seem okay to some people.
Yeah.
Until you go through it.
This one's actually,
and you're like, this is not great.
This one's actually kind of interesting if you look at it through the lens of the time
like
that it came out
breadwinner.
Because it would have, I mean, the more traditional at that point would have been the other way around.
Other way around, yeah.
But she's like the beginning of what is now new norm for a lot of women, where it's like, no, you're expected to be both the breadwinner and the full-time parent and the housekeeper and like all these other things. And there are many people that are in relationships where it's like, it's not the bad, like both are breadwinners and the woman then also has to do all of the stuff, which I'm thankful I'm not in that kind of relationship myself, but I know there are many people that are out there, and I can't imagine like,
it's like a couple years ago on
I'd be screwed if that was not the case.
A couple years ago, it went viral on the internet when a woman posted a TikTok of her kids asking, like, how come your stocking's empty? And she's just like, I didn't fill it. And they're like, you fill your own stocking. And it created this whole discourse, this whole conversation. Yeah. And it's like, and now there's like still jokes and memes about it, like being like, A, your partner needs to step up, and B, like,
got that. Yeah.
Oh, everybody loves Santa, just another guy taking claiming all the praise for the work that all the women do, you know? So it's like so in that, like, that sort of idea of of the woman, like she's the breadwinner, like she has the serious job, but she's also doing like all the running around, like running to the bank because online banking was not a thing at the
Yeah, the
time,
mental
and
load, getting groceries, making dinner,
picking stuff up, groceries,
yeah, taking
getting the
make,
presents, wrapping the
Mhm.
presents, and then you're just at home having fun when if like you could have helped out.
Yeah, you get to be the fun
Yeah.
parent, right? Like that's the vibe in this movie, which I think
Yeah.
is still for many people really relatable. So I like it. It is a weird
Yeah.
it is a weird movie because you absolutely can't do a remake of this movie for 9 million reasons. Like you can't because it wouldn't hold up. You can't because
Yeah.
there is no one like Robin Williams. You can't because
No.
because of eight. But I'm glad it was made though. Like I think it
Yeah, it
holds.
had its
Yeah.
value, especially at the time when divorce culture
Yeah.
was still becoming more
So new,
normal.
becoming more norm. Yeah. It was like,
Yeah,
I guess
it was
not new,
becoming
but
more of a
more.
norm, but
Yeah. Yeah.
and it was good to have that sort of representation for for blended families and for more modern families.
Yeah.
Because also then let's talk about Stu, which Kitty and I are like, we love Stu, justice for Stu, and he's not at all a
Justice for
bad guy in
Stu.
this.
Let me read my list. Okay. So Stu is
Yeah.
handsome, successful, great with kids, even though he like admits to a friend he like doesn't really want kids. He still like
He didn't.
is being such a good like
He said, I've changed. Like
Yeah.
this woman, these kids changed my mind.
Yeah.
Like I do want this family.
Yeah, he's
like
genuinely respectful. He's got a
Yeah.
good job. He buys her nice gifts. He's so accommodating. Like Mrs.
Respects her
Doubtfire
space,
is
includes
so
the
awful
kids.
to him, like overtly
Yeah.
to his face awful. And he's like still bring her
Constantly.
along. Like other than like a few moments where he kind of like looks a little strangely at her because she's literally acting crazy at him. He doesn't like he at no point reacts badly. Like, he's like
No.
just a really good person. Like if you're gonna play a drinking game, drink to like every moment. Stu is just a stand-up guy. You will be drunk by the end of this movie. He's a good guy. Like yeah,
He
I don't know.
is. I hope that relationship works out. The movie doesn't tell us, but in my mind,
in my mind it does.
she ends up with him. Like,
in my
Stu
mind
is
it
the new
does.
dad.
What I really love about this movie is that like I like that this movie normalizes divorce and makes it okay that it makes it okay that they shouldn't be together. Just because they're parents doesn't mean that they
Yeah.
have to be together to raise kids. And I like that like she doesn't step into like she's still like finding her footing. Stu's not pushing her. She's asking questions of Mrs. Doubtfire, who she trusts, even though she shouldn't in the end. But like,
Shouldn't.
but like it all.
I mean, it's
like,
a little
other
crazy that she
than
doesn't
the-
recognize her
Other
husband.
than the Mrs. Doubtfire chaos, it's all very normal. This is a very normal divorce movie. Other
I
than
mean, he
Robin
took the
Williams.
whole family, including the nanny, on vacation. All of them. He even brought the nanny on vacation. Like,
I know, yeah.
Jesus, what
I
a
know.
nice. And I do love that line with
We need vote for Stu. We do need vote for Stu t-shirts. You're right, Kathy.
Yeah. Who needs Pedro?
needs
Okay,
Pedro?
Napoleon Dynamite
We need
is
to
such
do
a good
that one,
movie.
yeah.
And I feel like it was one of those fever dreams because it was an indie film when it
It
was
is a fever
released. I was
dream.
like,
It's still a
have you
fever
seen
dream.
this movie? And nobody had seen it until suddenly, like, everybody saw it.
Mhm.
It was like, I think I had seen it months before I had heard anybody else talk about it. I'm like, oh my God, you don't know. It's the best. My brother and I
Oh,
still quote it all the
so
time.
good.
Eat your food, Tina. Okay,
So
sorry,
good.
sidetracked. But
okay,
yes.
well, we need to talk now about Mrs. Doubtfire. So moments from watching this movie tonight with my 11-year-old who she has seen Robin Williams in like other things, but I think for the most
Yeah.
part it's like Hook, Jumanji, like things where he's not like as Robin Williams. So when this movie
Yes.
first starts and he's doing all of the voices for the cartoon, her mind was blown. She was like,
Oh, yeah.
A, this is a job. What? B, like, how is he doing this with his voice? And then the further that he got into like becoming this character, like she was just enamored with Robin Williams in general. And then also just the
Yeah.
art of like becoming someone else, like the makeup, the like wigs, like the brother who was helping it, like the whole kind of part of it, like the magic in it, and kind of rewatching it through her eyes is just in this idea of like of just this character coming to life, this greater than life character coming to sort of save this family. So it was kind of interesting watching it as like,
it's kind of like the fairy godmother.
it is a
Cinderella
fairy
coming
godmother.
down, you know?
Yeah. Were
Yeah.
like for her, like she was very aware of like, it's funny. She actually really liked Stu, and she really liked like, she totally was like, it made sense for the parents to get divorced. Like, this is a kid growing up, obviously now, but it was just like that story all made sense.
When we were younger, we didn't have that. Like, I feel like I almost thought, like, well, why doesn't she just
get
give
back
him
together with
another
the dad?
chance?
Yeah, exactly.
And like by the end of it, I didn't feel like that even when I was a kid, because I thought like it had a good ending the way it ended. But when you first started watching it the first time, it was like, oh well, like is she the villain? And it's like, no, he's the villain. But it all works out in the end.
Which is funny because he like, so it's interesting you say that, because obviously like Sally Field was actually really concerned about this, and she had a bunch of input in the film, and they made a bunch of changes as a result. But she was just like, I'm Sally Field and he's Robin Williams. Like, I need you to like not make this my character like seem like such a bad guy all the way through. And I think she still does a little bit, which she kind of needs to for the trope of this to work. But I
didn't quite think she was.
But
I
actually
thought she's
played softer. Yeah, I think like even like watching it as an adult, obviously I absolutely related to her. But watching Scarlett watch it, like Scarlett also thought she was a superhero. Like to her, it was just like, oh, the dad is fun, but the mom is like there, and like she was very aware of that. Watching that was just like, well, why isn't the dad like? And so it was like, why isn't the dad helping with this? Like, why would the dad do that? Like so she was very aware of kind of all of it. But then I did love that the magic of kind of Robin Williams transforming into this character still holds. And I think that's what we all loved as kids, was just this idea of like,
and that's what we still like about the movie, even me.
It's like, I mean, this was written for
him. And I like that he does have his moment where his character meets the like producer whatever guy and it gets his own like children's show out of it. You know, like I'm happy that it works out for him like that.
Yeah.
Because he does mature and understand what responsibility is by the end of the movie, so that's good.
Yeah, and he's so like good at what he does, and it's so, I mean, and again, maybe this is just because I'm an adult, but I'm like, it like, I would never in a million years be married to an actor. I'm thrilled that for a very long time I wanted to be an actor. I'm thrilled that I did not go in that path.
So good at acting though.
To me, it was just like, it's such a hard career and it's so soul sucking. And those moments, like I was just celebrating sort of like his win at the end, because he is so good at what he does. And he was sort of, I feel like the beginning, he was kind of stuck in a place that didn't make sense for him. He made the right move in leaving, but he like still needs a job. Like, so it's like this, like I don't know. It was just kind of why I'm glad it worked out the way it did. And then I love the full circle where like Mrs. Doubtfire lives on, but in like a healthy, normal way, where it's like, you know, this character can save all these other families and also be so kind of central to like his kids' experience, but then they can have a healthy relationship with their father that's not him pretending to be someone else. So like I did like the
not their
full
dad and
circle of
drag.
it. Yeah, not their dad and drag.
I mean, great drag, let's just say. Could we talk about the Dame Edna of this character?
Phenomenal drag. And I like,
oh my god.
And the moment
like,
where the brother is
good
like
costuming.
Oh my god, he's so good. Like the moment where he walks in and he's like, "Can you make me a woman?" and the brother's like, "Squee!" like
I love him.
The brother was so great and so talented, and like all of those. Okay, so the montage, I'm gonna call them montages. They're not even really fully, but like the moment, all the different like women, as he's trying to like test out who he's going to be,
which
is
insane.
So good. Like all of those drag moments are phenomenal, and like the voices and the characters are phenomenal. And then similarly, Robin Williams calling as all the like horrific babysitters. Like all of those moments are also solid gold. Like I just
Huge
so good.
red flag, but very talented acting.
So good. So like this
Like,
is
I
what
just
happens with Robin Williams.
I just
right, and
keep
everything.
thinking of like, if this happened in real life, prison would be involved at the end of the movie, okay? Like, Jesus. Okay, but that
Oh.
aside, no, Robin Williams is brilliant. I think I don't remember if it was his ex-wife or his daughter had said something about like talking about him.
In
Like
real life,
he's a
like Robin
phenomenal
Williams,
in real life,
yeah.
in real life. He's a phenomenal person, but could you imagine being married to him?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Like it was difficult because he's apparently like that whole like manic and up
Yeah.
and down and funny and jokes all the time, and like that's him and it was him in real life.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, phenomenal person, but it unfortunately it seems that his real life marriage went somewhere along the Mrs. Doubtfire route as
I
well.
can't imagine. I just can't.
But apparently they were still in a
imagine.
very loving relationship.
Yeah, because again, like which is probably why he played this role so well, and why like anyone else, like Mrs. Doubtfire aside, anyone else that tried to step into this role of like fun dad, heart of gold, terrible husband, like I can't think of another person who would play it in a way where you're like, where I would feel like, oh, actually, like he is a good person, like because it's such a like as you said, if it
wasn't Robin
thing
Williams
that he does,
it would be a horror movie.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Robin Williams and how funny he is, this would actually be like a murder suspense thriller.
Not even
like,
just how funny he is, like how it's those
charming,
moments.
even.
It's those moments where he's like talking about his kids or interact. He has like 4 or 5 lines in this movie where he says just like these like heartbreaking things, and like just sitting there watching it as a parent, you're like, how could you possibly deprive him of this?
From the moment I first saw them, I held them and I can't let go.
Yeah.
Like, tears.
Yeah. I was just like ugly crying my way through it.
Yeah.
My ugly crying my way through it. Yeah, Kathy, Josh is saying that it's funny when he saw this for the first time as an adult, so he was way more aware than he would have been if he had seen it as a kid. Did you, Josh? The follow-up question for you, I guess, is like, so obviously we don't have that experience. So what was it like watching it for the first time as an adult? What were your feelings about it? Did you have the red flags? Was it only red flags? Was it like 50-50? I'm curious to know.
It's hard. So even rewatching it and my not liking the premise of it, I still like Robin Williams and Sally Field, like, and Pierce Brosnan. I like their performances.
The performances are crazy.
Sally Fields
Kathy
is
says
just
tour de force. Tour de force performances.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
the kids.
Anyways, they're all just phenomenal. The kids are so cute too.
And just like, I mean, really honestly, for a moment, think about it. Like, so Robin Williams, a moment for Robin Williams appreciation corner over here. Like he was completely brilliant. He was probably also insanely difficult to work with. Like this role was literally written for him, but you could not write a script for him because he would just do whatever he wanted to do. So like, so can you imagine how hard it would have been to be Sally Fields or Pierce Brosnan or all of those kids? Because have set lines. And this guy is just
they had to hire
things.
They hired an Oscar-winning actress to work opposite from him.
Yeah, but even
because
then,
she can work through everything and anything because she's so good.
Yeah, like to have worked the way it did, like every single other person in that film was a phenomenal actor to be able to be that patient and
I feel like there's a lot of laughing on set, a lot of like the breaking character because like everything that comes out of his mouth is funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
which is insane.
And apparently he stayed in character, like he stayed dressed up as Mrs. Doubtfire in between takes to make the kids feel more comfortable on set, which is just like the nicest thing ever. Like he just I just feel like this is just peak like Robin Williams being Robin Williams, but also just so human. Like he was just seemed like such a really genuinely nice person, and it just shines through in roles like this.
Yeah, like this or Aladdin where he's Genie,
Aladdin,
plays Genie. And it's like you could tell in the first movie he was just being Robin Williams and they nailed it, and the movie was Aladdin and it was phenomenal. Like, and Ginny's everybody's favorite character, basically. And then you could see, I think it was in the second movie, they reined him in and like basically leashed his dialogue, and then he quit the franchise. And it was not good. And it was not good because Genie was not Genie, because they didn't let Robin Williams the movie, you know? So it's like, as difficult as it might be to work with actors who go totally off script most of the time, it also, that's part of why they're so good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. This in from, so hi to Paul. Paul said he's always loved this movie. And Josh says, in response to our question, he mostly focused on the funny parts, so like us, and he thought the premise was really strange, and he thought if this was real life, he'd be in prison instantly, and there'd be no movie. Yes.
You know how shocked I was when I rewatched it for the first time as an adult? Do you know how shocked I was that the movie was like this kind of scary? I was just like, what?
Okay, wait.
I do not remember this
just
at all.
in from Mike. It should have been called "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dad." Okay, wait, one sec. We've got to do applause. Well done, Mike. Well done. That just made my whole night. That was awesome. Oh my gosh.
That triggered my COVID laugh.
Oh yeah, careful that. Careful.
It's not currently sick. It's just a permanent damage of the, the brain stuff
there,
from the
just always
virus.
there.
If I laugh really hard, I start to cough because my brain freaks out and thinks that I might not be breathing.
No one make that laugh.
So good on you for making my brain think I'm dead. But that means I laughed really, really hard.
Well, some fun facts then for you, Nat, that are hopefully not funny, so you can take a moment to breathe. The full Mrs. Doubtfire transformation took about 4 to 5 hours in hair and makeup every single day, which is actually feels light, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm like, I know drag queens, it takes them longer to get ready to go do like the regular show. So,
yeah. Robin Williams apparently
that's average.
He walked around in full Mrs. Doubtfire outfit in a San Francisco neighborhood after he got hit like all dolled up the first time, and no one recognized him, so he knew that he was ready to go. The same team that did this later did Harry Potter prosthetics, so like this is an incredible.
Oh, cool.
And I think like that in some ways was, I don't think I knew like obviously I remembered the Mrs. Doubtfire character, and I knew that it was like a lot of work obviously and a lot of prosthetics, but I don't think I realized that like my kids have grown up in a world where prosthetics are rarely, if ever, talked about. Like they're not like kind of as cool as they were when we were growing up, because there's now all these other different, like less practical effects and more, like computer animation, which is not even the right word anymore. But so she was so marveled at the like at that, like at the prosthetics, at the like the hair and the makeup, because it was part of this movie. It was kind of like that was in many ways the magic for her, where she was like, whoa, like that's a job. How is he creating that? And like she was like wondered what it would feel like on your face. Like she was so captivated by that, and I thought that was so special.
There's
they did
a whole
a great
bunch
job
of TV
with
shows
it.
she could watch about it.
Yeah, no, I know. I like.
There's like competition type shows about doing FX.
I didn't even think about it.
Prosthetics and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, give it.
Yeah, it's super cool. And I think we've mentioned that before, that like in watching some of these older movies, it's like, yeah, I miss props and sets and prosthetics and makeup, and like it's not always, like I guess ever since Sky Captain and the Fall of Tomorrow, World of Tomorrow. Anyways, that was one of the first
I think a World of Tomorrow. Yeah, I remember that one.
Something like that. Whatever. It was one of the first like fully green screen filmed movies, or was the first Western. I don't know, but it was one of the first well known, and it's just so common now.
Is the castle in Aladdin? Right? It was like, whoa, yes, that's computer animation, quote unquote. Whoa, look at it! It wasn't drawn; it was computers. It was like the most.
What show was it? Was it Gargoyles? No, King Arthur. There was some cartoon in the '90s that was like computer animated, and everybody was like, and not reboot. Like yes,
reboot,
but
obviously.
There's a different one as well. One that looked cartoony.
Wait a sec. You don't mean reboot? Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow. Yeah. And Josh had it on VHS. Nice job.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
All right, well, let's talk about some fun moments then. Okay, so you mentioned the cake face reveal. That was pretty epic.
The meringue, her evening meringue facial.
Yeah. Why does he have a meringue pie / cake or whatever it is in his fridge? Like, feels unlikely for a single guy who doesn't know how to cook to have that in his fridge, but sure.
Well, he had to learn how to cook, right? Practice, maybe.
But that was really early on. That was after like his like first, like when she comes to visit, that's like one of his first like days home as Mrs. Doubtfire.
I don't know, maybe he just likes pie.
I love it. I also love like how much of a, this is not the right word, but like how much of a jackass that social worker is as well. Like he's like being so keen and kind to her as like both those characters, and she's just like none of it. Like it's just like, and she's also so presumptuous. Like he's like talking about the sister and she's like, I'll have a cup of tea. Like, it's like, okay, sure. Like, well, I just loved how like, I mean, you would need to be very no nonsense as a social worker. I do not envy that job. Yes. Props to all of my friends who do that. But I sort of love how like just completely unforgiving she is. Like he's like trying his best and like failing on every level. And she's just like, I'll wait. Like I'll sit down and wait. And I love that she loves the tea. She like takes a sip of the tea after the face mask falls in it, and she's just like puts a bit of it on her. She drinks the tea, likes it, and then puts a bit of it on her eye, which I just thought was hilarious. That scene cracks me up. Josh is saying maybe he bought it. Yeah, he bought it at the store and put it in his fridge. He definitely did not make it, but I thought it was funny that he had it. That was great. The flaming boobs. That was pretty phenomenal. That's another epic moment I love where he just.
I like the cleaning the house too, like when he dances around at the broom and
broom dancing, vacuum dancing, absolutely phenomenal. The help is on the way, dear. It's great, and I love Stu, but where he hits Stu with the lime and then he blames someone else, and I was just like cackling. I was just cackling out loud with how ridiculous it is. He's just like,
that was still super funny,
just phenomenal. Team Stu, but also phenomenal.
Yes,
phenomenal moment.
Oh, it's just the lime. He's fine. And
I know that it's so like he's being such an asshole and it's so inappropriate, but I do love the like
what he's talking
his
about when
angriest
Mrs. Doubtfire.
sides, like that he says to both his ex-wife and to Stu are just so like where he's like, my dad's chest doesn't like that, and he's like, well, not everyone can hire a bodybuilder. Like it's just such an ass. Like it's
the way so when they're at the restaurant for her birthday, and
drive by fruiting,
everybody gets excused or is away from the table. The kids have to go to the bathroom, whatever. So it's just Mrs. Doubtfire and Stu, and he's talking about how like Stu is like only in it for sex, which obviously he's not, but like just the continual like different ways he says it. That was funny. I was like, I mean, he took it too far, but it was still really funny.
Or the pool scene where Stu's getting out and he was like, well, obviously you're cold. Like just all of the lines that this is one of those movies where like there were a couple of moments, so but like because it was rated PG-13, but the mass majority of this movie, like unlike a lot of other movies, like the sexual innuendo does go right over kids' heads because it's in this like very passive aggressive man-child throwing a tantrum kind of asides that come from Mrs. Doubtfire, but they're so great because it's from Mrs. Doubtfire, like where she's choosing the dress and Mrs. Doubtfire is like, neither of those, this other one. Like it just, all of those moments were so good. So wildly inappropriate, horrible, and red flags on every level. But
if it was real life, but yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about her like doing that in that voice that's just like, I don't know. It gets me every time. It gets me every time. Yeah. It's Josh to say, I half expected old time rock and roll to play while Mrs. Doubtfire is dancing with the vacuum cleaner. Yeah. Yeah. Scarlett was appalled at the amount of work that the babysitter made the kids do at the beginning. She was like, that's so much. Like, why do they have to do all of that stuff before they're able to do like homework and just do what they want to? I was like, yeah, It actually does feel like a lot. Like he makes them like completely clean the entire house and then go do their homework and then come like, which obviously earns their respect before they know it's him. But I did love it was like, whoa, that's a mean babysitter. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think if there are any other like those were I think most of the standout moments. I do love the old man and the dinosaurs where the crew is just falling asleep. The camera's like going down. There were, it is funny. So like I run all of our episodes through ChatGPT to get like outlines and fun facts and notes and things so we can generally keep on track. But I do love that it's so here is the summary that even though you read the summary, I have the ChatGPT one on backup just because it always makes me laugh. And so it says, was this a family movie or a parents crying quietly movie for you? Is this a kids movie or a divorce drama in a slapstick wig? Is it heartwarming? Yes. Is it unhinged? Absolutely. So ChatGPT also feels the same way as the rest of us. Yeah. And then it says the plot in 30 seconds, and then in brackets, badly explained. Divorced dad loses custody, commits multiple crimes, becomes a British nanny, wins everyone's hearts, learns ... boundaries? ? Not really? ?
Question mark.
So you win from it. It is all of those things wrapped up in one. I think it is a movie that teaches about divorce. It is unhinged.
I'm happy I saw it as a kid and didn't have the first time experience be the rewatch experience. Like I like it kind of, and it's funny because we love movies, and when back in the day when you would rent a movie, you'd have it for a few days, so you'd watch the shit
over
out of
and
it, right?
over.
Like you would watch it over and over for like a weekend.
Yep.
But it's like all the parents had to sit through this and watch this like over and over. I'm like, oh,
I know, and it's funny because I'm fairly sure that my parents loved this movie, so maybe it's just because I don't know. Neither of them have ever gone through a divorce, or because I don't know. Yeah, Kathy, this movie definitely triggers ChatGPT. It 100% triggers ChatGPT. If you want a movie that triggers ChatGPT, this is it. And this again, like, is an interesting one because one of the questions we always ask is like, you know, does it hold up? Is is it possible to remake a movie like this?
No.
No, you cannot, because Robin Williams and because. No. And then also like, does it hold up? Like, no, but also yes, because of Robin Williams. So like, it's a weird, like, if
his performance is
the performance
worth the watch.
Yeah.
And like his comedy and everything, but
Mrs. Doubtfire is worth the watch. Like
but is the movie like does it make sense in today's world? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul is team Doubtfire. Paul's saying he's watched this dozens of times, saw it at the theater when it first came out. Yeah, I 100% still own this one.
It's not that I hate it. It concerns me. That's all. I was very blindsided when I rewatched it as a grown-up, and I was like, he's going to jail. I'm like, this is a movie about a man who lost his mind and is in prison. It just surprised me because I did not expect it on a rewatch to be like a movie that I thought was so funny and charming and adorable. And then I'm like, oh no, it's actually a little scary, but I still like it.
Okay, I scrolled back for this comment because I missed highlighting it earlier, and then Kathy reminded me of it. So and I will say this as not a black woman, but Kathy says you couldn't do a remake with a black cast because the minute Kevin Hart came with the crazy black girl magic would shut that shit down. 100%. 100%. This is a white woman problem. It's very true.
That's amazing.
Very, very, very true. Yeah, there's no nonsense.
It would be Kevin Hart, wouldn't it?
Kevin Hart. He would get slapped. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Oh, Kathy, you made me cough.
And again, and her follow-up comment was that even a Kevin Hart remake would not take.
No.
It is giving movies that make you go, yeah,
Yeah, and it's again like I like it, but at the same time I'm also like I don't want people to be exposed to this in case they get the wrong idea of what you can get away with in real life,
Yeah.
you know?
This is one of those like oh, what's the like? It's like don't do as I say, not as I do. Like don't.
Yeah.
This is one of these don't do this kind
No,
of moments.
but again, Robin Williams is undeniable and
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Paul, I know you missed the beginning, so you and I are on the same page. I was 100% team. It's the extent of father will go to be with his kids. 100%. Nat is not on that team, but I am.
Well, I mean, again, if he had just done if he had just got his job and fixed up his apartment, and like arguably she just had a really shit day when she dropped the kids off late and picked them up early.
Yeah.
And because she's there, she's like, look, I still have to do the following 50 things and it's bedtime. Like,
yeah.
So
okay, fair. I've been in those positions. Fair.
Know, yeah.
Fair. I just thought it was mean. I thought it was mean, and I'll give her a bad day. I thought it was made for her to come out in and be like, oh my God, this house is such a mess. I was like, okay, he literally got this apartment like 2 days ago and he has a job. These are boxes. He's unpacking. Give him a break for a second here.
That scene was to paint her in a more negative light.
Yeah, that scene was definitely stereotyped. Or the, oh my God, like you're feeding them Chinese takeout. I was like, again, like he doesn't cook and he just moved into this place. Like he's feeding them and they're sitting around the table talking and laughing. So like he's some bonus points here. He's not like a shit dad. He's trying his best here. But yeah. But I agree with you. He should have just obviously not dressed up like a psychotic unhinged nanny.
It's the thing is, it's like he was never bad to the kids, and that was never in question. It was just like you don't have a job or a living place at the moment, so we can't give you just get your shit together, take a couple weeks, and then you'll have joint custody. That's really what it was. And he was just like, no, let's commit crime. What? It was just a really bad choice.
It's a hard beginning because you're like, oh, a Robin Williams movie, and then you pop it in and they're like,
it's gonna be so nice and funny, and you're like, oh,
the first 35 minutes of this movie you're like, wow, this is a sad movie. I thought this was
their fight was really bad.
Yeah, all of it is so, and it again hits harder as an adult where you're watching it and you're like, yes, all this is a mess. You don't need to be together. Like it was just I had every conceivable feeling. Oh gosh.
No, I'm glad it worked out in the end.
Well, thank you to everyone for hanging out for our first episode where Nat and I don't fully agree on an entire movie. Either we both hate it or we both like it. So I'm glad that we pushed through and did this one. I'm glad to have rewatched it. I was so delighted with Scarlett's reaction to it. So I had a wonderful time experiencing this. I didn't update now that I'm looking over at the next scene.
I'm giving this 2 potatoes.
All right. So yeah, what are people thinking? So you can rate in stars, wigs, cakes, boob fire. You could rate in boob fire. You could rate in potatoes. I don't
think boob fire is an emoji.
There's a flame emoji. We'll know what you mean. You can rate in whatever you want to rate in. So this is probably going to be 5 from last time. So I'm going to swing over here. Yeah, we're still 5 from last time. So we will do live adjustments. Okay, so Nat thinks
let's delete
2.
some taters.
Nat thinks 2.
I average it out.
I'm gonna go 3.5 as an average out. What do you think? What do you think of 3.5?
I could be.
I need to make a half potato. I need okay, here over.
I'm pretty sure we had a half tater.
I guess
once.
It goes on my side. Are we there? Are we half? Okay, yeah.
You're just throwing Christian taters all over the screen.
What would Christian Tater think? What would he appreciate this movie? It would have been a very dark movie if Christian Tater was in it. He had a habit of making these a lot darker. Paul is limes. Good call, Paul. Paul's going 5 limes. Ooh. Paul loved this one. Kathy's giving it 4 potatoes. 4 potatoes. If it was so. This is our total rating. 3.5 potatoes is a collection of both of our feels. I think I'm at 4 probably, and Nat's at 2. Josh is with you, Nat.
I could be talked up to 3.
Okay? We split the vote. Josh is with Nat. We've split the vote here. Yeah,
It's an interesting rewatch. It definitely is
interesting
one
rewatch.
of those,
It
and
is
especially
leaves you
having
with,
seen it as a kid
Yep.
and then not again until I'm an adult was a bit jarring.
Yeah.
Like it was, like I said, I was not prepared
It does leave
mentally
you
or
with,
emotionally for that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
It leaves you with a yeah, mixed
And
feelings.
you know what?
I'm in a mixed...
Sometimes some comedies or some movies are marketed as comedies, and really it's just a horror show.
Mhm.
Not this one, but like it, there's that.
Paul's putting you in the corner. Paul, we've upset Paul. That's okay, Paul.
Nobody puts Nat in a
Nobody
corner.
puts Nat in the corner. Nobody puts any of the tater tots in the corner. Nat, Katie, Paul, Josh, Kathy. No one goes in the corner.
That's okay.
No one goes in the corner.
I could turn around and face the corner like Blair Witch.
No, don't do that. Don't bring us all
For all
up.
the taters that
No.
love horror movies.
That's another one we should check if that's on the list. Nothing's on the list.
It's not on the list. I wouldn't have put it on the list.
That's our new. So I think we should update our merch site to just have like ridiculous T-shirts where the sayings
Not
only
on the
have
list.
meaning to us. So we could have like a team stew, and then we could have not on the list. We could have all kinds of fun sayings in our merch store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was super fun. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We are Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. This episode will go out on all of the podcast players for anyone who is listening and watching later. Hello. in the Mrs. Doubtfire voice. And we'll be back again at our regular scheduled time of Thursday night at 9 p.m. next week. And we have still a fun lineup. I can't remember what the next one was. But
I don't know what we're doing.
Scheduled. It is scheduled. So it's here on the YouTube channel. It's up on our
Quickly checking
website.
social media.
Yeah, will be sent directly to you if you're part of our email list, which you can join by swinging over to the vhsclubpod.com/email. And Paul is saying the ghost of Mrs. Doubtfire is going to visit you 3 times tonight. Hello. You're going to be like, what is happening? It's a horror movie for you.
She's probably going to come through the portals that my cat keeps opening in the basement.
Yep, that checks out.
My cat, guys, just randomly will go to the basement by herself and cry.
Mm-mm.
And then I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, nothing happened. And one of my colleagues is like, I'm pretty sure your cat's opening portals to like some sort of like other dimension. And I'm like, oh,
that's not a good sign.
That's where the ghost of Mrs. Doubtfire will haunt me from. My cat
That's
portals.
where the ghost of Mrs. Doubtfire belongs. I do. So I think I've talked about this before, but I have like a standee cutout of High School Musical Zac Efron. Like that's the age and era he's in. I feel like, and he scares the bejesus out of me every time I go into the attic and forget that he's just like standing by a window. And I'm like, so I feel like we should get you that. Paul and I will save our pennies together and we'll get you the standee of Mrs. Doubtfire that you could put in the basement next to where your cat stares so that it just makes sense. You're like, what's the cat staring at? The ghost of Mrs. Doubtfire. And it'll just be like, yeah, it comes full circle. You're welcome.
Wonderful.
As a team, we've collaborated on this project and she's Kathy's saying the cat's just mourning one of her past lives. Probably true. Probably true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, as usual,
that cat is
never a dull moment here at the VHS Club. Never a dull moment. Well, we will see you all Thursday, not tomorrow, but the following Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, for a surprise movie that we cannot remember, but is on the list. So we will see you over there. You can find us on our YouTube channel, or you can sign up for our email at thevhsclubpod.com/email, and then we'll send it a direct link with all the information so that we all remember together. But thanks for putting up with this one, Nat, and we will hopefully have a more.
Hey, we have to. You said goals is to do movies that we don't like, or disagree on.
Come on, team! You need to start suggesting some garbage movies to us so we can review some one taters. We need to review some half taters, one taters, maybe like no taters at all. We need some bad recommendations.
Just need like a really bad movie to rip into.
I wonder if like maybe we could make like March could just be like bad movie month. And we only review movies we know we're gonna hate. See what happens. It might be disastrous. Maybe
I didn't know I was
idea.
not gonna like this.
It's true.
It was a surprise to me.
It's true.
Just say it.
It's absolutely true. All right, before we get too crazy, let's call it a night. We'll see everyone next
guys.
Thursday. Bye, everyone.
Kidnapped